You don't have to be in a relationship to nag someone.
Well,
It
I
can
don't
be
know you to nag you, so it's
you're
just
nagging now. You've been nagging the
that's
whole
crazy.
time.
That's crazy that
You've been
somebody that
nagging
you
the
don't
entire
know
day.
that's because you're so used to talking to a pretend
No,
person
you
online
are no.
who
I'm
doesn't
married,
know
ma'am.
you all
I'm
the time.
married,
So maybe
ma'am.
that's why you feel
No,
like
B
that.
Taylor,
You're actually
no.
talking to
You
a
have
real
been
woman,
nagging the
pretend. You're
entire
actually talking to a real
panel.
woman, chaotic. And I'm sorry for
Ma'am,
being
I'm
a
married,
real
ma'am.
woman.
I'm married. When's the last time you walked across the country? Huh? You ain't get tired of planes, have you? So stop it. You can look crazy all you want, B Taylor, but I'm right. Go ahead.
If I nag you so much, why do you get me started,
Because
chaotic?
he
You
likes
just
it.
want me to talk to you. Just say it. You just want me to talk to you tonight. It's fine.
The robots, I think, will serve a purpose, right? We were just talking about the incel community, how they could potentially be really dangerous. I think if you ship them a whole ton of robots, I think national security across the Western world will probably be in a better place. But to Chaotic's point, I just want to go ahead and so Trill and Marcus, how often do y'all get nagged?
I'll never get nagged.
All right. So it's just certain people that are constantly having to deal with the nagging. It's not everybody. I just wanted to make that point. So if it's a personal issue, maybe you should kind of address it with the person that it persists.
Ma'am. I listen. I'm talking about now. B Taylor is nagging the panel now. You are nagging the panel now. I love
Chaotic,
y'all.
I'm sorry,
No,
but
no,
I
no,
was
no.
invited to this panel as much as
No,
you
I'm
were
not. No, no,
invited,
I'm not.
and
I'm not trying to make
obviously
it
I'm
personal.
invited to
I'm
a
just
lot of panels, so people actually like to hear me talk. Maybe this is your first time, and that's fine.
no,
You don't
no,
have to
no,
listen to
no.
me.
You're
I'm
taking
not
it the
your
wrong way.
woman, so you don't have to worry
No,
about me
no, I'm
nagging
married.
you.
No, you,
We don't ever have to cross paths in reality. We probably wouldn't even have a real conversation. So
no,
that's
no.
great
Trust
that
me, we
you believe
wouldn't.
that. That's great.
That's fine.
But I
That's
would
fine.
never.
That's
You go
fine.
ahead and
No,
have fun with your robots and your
no, no.
Legos and whatever
All I'm saying
toys
is that you
you
don't have
like
to
to
be in a
play with
relationship.
on your downtime.
You
Okay,
don't
you
have
don't
to
have
be
to
in a.
worry about
Can I
listening
talk?
to me. Okay,
You
but you're
don't
the
have to
one who
be in a.
wanted to go insole. So you take your toys and
All I'm
everything
saying.
else and have fun with that. And your
All
blow
I'm
up
saying.
dolls on your lonely nights on a Friday night. So go do whatever you want to do.
Can I talk,
You don't have
please?
to hear me
Chaotic, I'm gonna tell you real quick. Chaotic, I'm gonna tell you real
Can I
quick. Good
talk?
luck on a chic critique on Friday nights. You get your ass ate up, bro. Like
Can I talk, please?
twice.
This is a
You
pain.
don't
Go
have to
ahead,
be
but
in
this
a
is
I know
relationship.
hilarious.
secrets actually.
You don't have to be in a relationship to nag someone.
Well,
It
I
can
don't
be.
know you to nag you, so it's
You're
just
nagging now. You've been nagging the
that's
whole
crazy.
time.
That's crazy that
You've been
somebody that
nagging
you
the
don't
entire
know
day.
that's because you're so used to talking to a pretend
No,
person
you
online
are. No,
who
I'm married,
doesn't know
ma'am.
you all the
I'm
time.
married,
So maybe
ma'am.
that's why you feel
No,
like
B
that.
Taylor,
And you're actually
no.
talking to
You
a
have
real
been
woman,
nagging the
pretend. You're
entire
actually talking to a real
panel.
woman, chaotic. And I'm sorry for
Ma'am,
being
I'm
a
married,
real
ma'am.
woman.
I'm married. Ma'am,
You're
I'm
Who
married
married.
knew?
to your robot? Oh my God,
I don't have a ma'am,
congratulations!
ma'am.
He's married to his AI.
This
He's
is
on the
why
charger.
AI is going to take over because of nagging
They're gonna take
women.
over your home first. We
No, they're
see the
not.
example.
No, they're not.
You can't even have
Wait.
conversations.
All right, can I say something real quick though? Well, not even quick because I've been waiting. But I will be quick. So it's interesting that like technology is going to fulfill some type, we're going to get that dopamine release, whatever, but it's still not going to be the same. It's artificial, obviously, but just like the microwave generation is what they call it. Those give us a little bit of dopamine, but it's not the same as actual natural pleasure that we get from achievements, from interaction with our family, even having a family. So I still think it's not going well. I think humans will evolve and maybe catch up where it won't, where the technology will be enough. But I don't think it's going to be enough. And I will say too, I think it's really concerning that men have this issue. And I think it would be to all of our benefit in society to not shit on men all the time, or women, but mostly men, because of how important they are. And I'm just saying, because obviously they're not doing too hot and they get that constantly in the media. They're at the lowest part of the totem pole. Now, that doesn't mean I'm condoning men not doing anything and being lazy, but they do deserve some encouragement because they are important. So that's all I want to say.
think
I
also.
definitely.
Oh no, go ahead on this.
Thanks, Trill. So I definitely agree with the latter part of what you said, Coach K. But when it comes to chemical releases from the brain, that is inaccurate. Like,
Which part?
that it doesn't release the same dopamine. The AIs won't release the same dopamine hits as having a family, having normal interactions. The brain can't actually tell the difference. So the dopamine releases are exactly the same. It does, and we see that through the studies of social media and the way that's changed.
They are, but they're concentrated. They don't last as long, so you need more.
But
So
that's
it's high, low, high, low.
So there's two strains of dopamine, right? And that one is the same. That's the one that most people reach for. It's also the same thing that creates people who have an addiction to narcotics, right? It's still a dopamine release, right?
For
Regardless
sure.
of whether you're chasing it continuously or if it's the process that is releasing the healthier version of dopamine, it's still a dopamine release, right? And when you have a robot, unfortunately, it doesn't have the same constraints as a human being. There's no menstrual cycle, there's no being tired, there's no any of that stuff, right? So you can get that continuous release where it is more challenging than dealing with a person. Now, I do want to say that the fulfillment that doesn't come from dopamine hits, that human need to connect to another person, something that's real and that's authentic, that doesn't come out of AI, right? That feeling a part of a community, feeling a part of a group, feeling a part of something that's bigger than you, you're not going to get that in these silos where you're isolating and insulating yourself with AI, right? But that's not related to dopamine.
So the community aspect is definitely a byproduct, and I'm just laughing at the chat because they're saying the ladies sound threatened by the robots, which is kind of funny. But I'm saying that the dopamine is not going to be the dopamine that you get from getting your degree, for example, or making the team because there was an achievement there. Dopamine, or let's say eating food or playing video games. Dopamine, yes, brain can't tell the difference. However, when you get it, it takes longer to achieve those things, those natural things that you have to work for. But when you're constantly giving your brain that dopamine hit, that dopamine hit, that dopamine hit, it's going to raise your tolerance. So you're going to need it all the time. And then you only have so much that what's the need or drive that you have to go get a degree, to go achieve anything when you're getting all this fill from artificial shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying like we're all, surrounded by technology, but if you only have so much, which I'm pretty sure you do only have so much, you're spending it all on this artificial stuff, and you're gonna look around you and you're living in a pigsty, you have no friends, nothing, that you've worked for. So, but you just wasted all your dopamine. So you're not going to want to do anything else. You're not going to have any drive. That's kind of what I'm saying. And if you disagree, just let me know. But
can I speak now?
Well, Troll was waiting.
All of you are capping. All of you.
All of you ain't said nothing yet. So
you got computers, you got cell phones. You mother effers, respectfully, you ain't communicating with no damn pigeons with a note. Stop it. You love technology. So AI is the next step. It's the next evolution to the human being. Stop it. You love your cars. Stop it. You love your AC in your offices and your cozy offices. Who y'all talking to? If you guys are so anti-AI and what AI is going to be about, go live in Africa somewhere in a rural village somewhere where ain't no technology. Y'all ain't, listen, I call bullshit out. That's why I'm the chaotic truth. Embrace AI. Embrace the artificial. That's what we have to do. If you don't, go live with the Maasai tribe with a plate and they walk around with plates in their lips. You're hypocrites. When's the last time one of y'all walked over 2 or 3 miles anywhere? I'll wait. Because you rely on cars. You haven't gotten tired of cars, have you? When's the last time you walked across the country? Huh? You ain't get tired of planes, have you? So stop it. You can look crazy all you want, B. Taylor, but I'm right. Go ahead.
If I nag you so much, why do you get me started, chaotic? You
Like
just
that.
want me to talk to you. Just say it. You just want me to talk to you tonight. It's fine.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys. You got the floor.
Nah, I'm gonna pass mine to Chelsea, man. I want what did Chelsea take on
I'm
this
tired of
whole
hearing
AI
about
situation?
robots. That's all I gotta say. I'm tired of hearing about robots and how they gonna replace us. If they are, congrats to the robots. Like, let them do what they got to do. I'm not gonna compete against robots already. I'm competing against women already. So I'm gonna just stay in my lane over here and let y'all talk about robots. I have no interest in this.
Yeah, my only thing is this, right? Is with the dopamine hit. I think it's gonna have the effect that like heroin did on society. Because fact is that like chaotic would have a point if the whole world was getting ready to turn into that. The fact is that you still got to go outside. You still got to interact with people. So if you are delving that deep into this AI and this technology and things of that nature, it's just gonna make your ass that much more awkward when you go outside. You're gonna be have even less people skills than you do now. And a lot of people don't have them at all. So it's gonna be non-existent, and you're gonna literally be a walking awkward ass person. So you being in that house getting that dopamine hit, you're gonna crash on your face when you walk out of it, the more that you delve into it. So it is a give and a take. Unless you just plan to lock yourself in your house forever, and this is just what I'm gonna do every day. I'm interacting with this every day for the rest of my life, then you got a point. The fact is that you have to leave that domain eventually. You got to go outside in the world and navigate. You got to drive around. You got to interact with people. You got to go on job interviews, different things like that, going out to social outings, things of that nature. And when you do, your ass is going to be 10 times worse than you are now from a social perspective. So there's a give and a take.
I agree.
But in my opinion, as time passes, the take is going to be way heavier than what you're getting from it, especially after you get used to it mentally. So I'm gonna leave that